Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for joining this session with me, Suresh Peri, and I am the Commercial and Technical Manager for Mul-T-Lock. Mul-T-Lock is part of ASA Abloy, and we offer a range of security solutions that will cater the needs of today's care home security as well as nursing homes. The agenda will flow this way. I will initially talk about the SMARTair solution that we have. Then I will introduce you to the world of Mul-T-Lock eCLIQ. I will show you what Tracker 21 can offer in terms of security as well as storing keys. I'll then introduce you to the world-renowned and world's #1 antibacterial keys that Mul-T-Lock has to offer. Firstly, let's start with SMARTair. What is SMARTair? So SMARTair is a wire-free access control solution. As you can see on the right-hand side of the slide, these are the elements that are involved or included within the SMARTair range. SMARTair is operated by RFID credentials. This can be used for commercial applications as well as for installations, even if it's residential in terms of, depending on the number of doors. This can be used for new installations as well as retrofit. So what SMARTair offers: full authorization changes, time-based authorizations. You can check audit trail. You can have operation modes. You can have a credential expiration date wherein the key or the card will only work during a certain period and will expire depending on how you want it working. You can have the blocking card option. If there is a room where you want someone not to go in because there is a hazard, you can block a certain room and then it will block access to the users. BLE enabled. So this is where the technology has advanced to. As you can see again on the image, the left-hand one shows you the access control card where it's a MyFair card. And now the technology has evolved from there to Open Now, where you have a mobile phone, an app on the phone that will operate the lock for you. These are SMARTair escutcheons. So as you can see, they operate a mechanical mortise lock. So imagine a lock case that is on the door. Like I said, it can be retrofit on existing doors, or it could be a new installation. So this is compatible with both wooden as well as metallic doors. As you can see on the right-hand side, there are various versions of these SMARTair escutcheons. They are RFID versions, like the one on the extreme left and the one on the extreme right. And then they are the keypad versions as well, wherein you can have a combination of access using the RFID cards as well as the keypads. These are purely operated by batteries, so there are no wiring involved. The power actually comes from 3 AAA batteries that go on the inside of the unit. We do have an offering which is the external version, and it's IP55 rated. And now more than ever, the antimicrobial handles are available as well within the SMARTair escutcheons. So as you can see, the 3 variants that we have within SMARTair escutcheons can be installed with these antimicrobial handles. And we are in a pandemic and the world is changing. So has SMARTair. This has evolved from what it used to be to what it needs to be. In addition to that, there are different variants as well within the escutcheons. So as you can see on the left-hand side, there is a long plate version and there is a short plate version as well. So if you're installing these SMARTair escutcheons on glass doors where you haven't got enough room to fit a long plate version, you can then go for the short plate version option as well. There are various finishes available. The images that you've seen and the ones that on the left are the stainless steel version, but we can offer in different finishes as well, like the satin brass, polished brass, and matte brass, depending on the decor. The same applies to the handle designs as well. The one that you see on the top left is the vector style of handle. We can offer other ranges as well, where we can give a return to door handle, which is a Senna, Zara, which is a flat looking handle, and then a Zafira, a curved handle, depending again of your personal choice. Then the compatibility with locks. Like I said, SMARTair escutcheons can be installed with many or majority of the lock cases. So depending on what lock case is already installed on the door, you can have SMARTair escutcheon installed there. So you could use it with the Euro lock case, ANSI Mortise lock case, Euro PED lock case, Australian versions, Finnish versions. So there is no limit on the type of lock case you can have a SMARTair escutcheon installed on. In addition to the escutcheons, we also do have wall readers with SMARTair. The first one on the top left that you see is a plain wall reader. It exactly works like an escutcheon where you have a reader and you present your card or a fob to it. It will let you in. The only difference between a SMARTair escutcheon and a wall reader is the escutcheon works off the Mortise lock case that's already in the door, or if it's a new install, you will be installing a lock case as well. Whereas the wall readers will operate an electronic lock like a maglock or even electric strikes. So these will have to be linked with an existing electronic lock on the door, predominantly used on a door which is used quite regularly on a day-to-day basis, where you have high traffic. So this is where wall readers are used instead of using a spring-loaded handle set or a SMARTair escutcheon. So on the right-hand side, you see a similar looking wall reader like the one on the left, but the only addition on this one is in addition to taking cards or RFIDs, you can punch in a PIN code as well and let access in. And the third one on the bottom left is a slimline version. So again, if you have a glass door where you haven't enough room, or a wall where you haven't got enough room and you're installing the slimline design, you have to, or you can go for the slimline design and install it there. There is a cylinder version as well within SMARTair. So we have the escutcheons, we have the wall readers, and in terms of cylinders, I can refer it again to a wooden or a narrow style door or even glass doors. You can use a cylinder. As you can see on the image on the right hand side, there is a reader on the tip of the cylinder. And this exactly works like a SMARTair escutcheon or a wall reader, where the reader will access or accept the MyFair cards or tags. Um, the electronics, you can have it or either on one side if it's a half cylinder, or you can have it on a double cylinder as well. At the same time, you can have electronics on both the sides. So if you have a sensitive room where you would want to record whether people have gone in or gone out of the door at what time of the day and what day of the week during audit trail checking purposes, you can install a reader or a cylinder that has reader on both the sides. It's IP56 rated. The temperature working range of the cylinder is -20 to +70 degrees Celsius. And these are powered by batteries, and you can see up to 60,000 cycles before you need to change the battery on these cylinders. Again, as you can see on the left-hand side, bottom left, there are different finishes as well. The one you see on the image is a stainless steel finish, but we can offer the SMARTair knob cylinders in other finishes as well. Then comes the credentials for SMARTair. So as you can see, we have the traditional access cards, which majority of us are familiar with. We can offer the tags that can operate the escutcheon, the wall reader, as well as the cylinder. We can have stickers. It could be MyFair sticker or iClass sticker, depending on the technology. You can have silicone wristband. So exactly the same way you have an access card, you can have these silicone wristbands. These will operate the same way as any other credential. So a user can have the wristband, and the band where you see the bigger head, that will be the reader or the chip, and they will present the wristband to the SMARTair escutcheon or the wall reader or the cylinder, and it will operate depending on their access levels. The same applies with the CINA key. CINA key is a combined solution where you have the key head, that will take in the sticker that you see on the above. So the key head straight away converts into a SMARTair credential. And the bottom of the key head, where you have the metal part, can then be used to operate mechanical locks as well. Again, it's predominantly multi-lock mechanical locks because that's what the key blade is registered to, or that's what it will operate. Now, looking at the right-hand side, this is where we have headed towards. We've got the traditional credentials like the cards, tags, silicon bands, and the center keys. And now we have the Open Now option, which is a virtual card that can be registered and downloaded onto an app called Open Now on a mobile phone. And instead of carrying these physical credentials, the user can then use the phone itself to gain entry or access to the SMARTair devices installed on the doors. This is what is SMARTair in short. The next one we will be talking about is about Mul-T-Lock eCLIQ. This is another range of product that Mul-T-Lock proudly offers. As you can see on the right-hand side, that's an electronic key, and the cylinder, which looks like a traditional mechanical cylinder, is actually a purely electronic cylinder. So what does eCLIQ provide? It's highly secure electronic locking, easy management of access rights with programmable keys and cylinders, solves the lost key problem. So imagine if someone lost a key within a system, you can go onto the software, by the click of a button, you can delete that key. So straight away, the site is still secure. You're not relying on the previous security options that we had, the mechanical versions, where if a key is lost, the whole site is insecure and you'll have to either change all the locks on the doors and change the keys as well to maintain security. Whereas here, having the eCLIQ option, all you'll then have to do is just delete that key off the software of the system and mark it as lost. And straight away, you can update the cylinders or locks on the doors and tell them that this key is lost, which will stop. Even if someone finds the key on the road, they won't be able to gain access to any of these locks that are installed. Easy installation. Again, there's no drilling required, no wiring involved. All you're doing, converting a mechanical door to access control, is just take the cylinder screw out, take the mechanical cylinder out, and put this eCLIQ cylinder in. And straight away from a mechanical door, that converts to an access control door, which you can delete keys, you can check audit trails using the software, you can have time-based operations wherein the key will only operate 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and depending on shift patterns, you can give a key or issue a key to a user for a month, a 2-month period, depending if it's a contractor you want to access the site. So all these additional features you wouldn't be having on a mechanical system. This is what eCLIQ provides. In addition to that, it's maintenance free up to 200,000 cycles. So in a way, it's install and forget. You don't need to go to the doors and keep lubricating the cylinders and maintain it because there is a self lubricant chamber and it maintains itself. This is powered by easy to replace standard battery in the key. So it's a 2032 battery that goes in the key itself. And as soon as the key is inserted in the lock or in the cylinder, it exchanges the power. You'll be looking at roughly 20,000 operations on the replacement of the battery as well in the key. When I'm saying about cylinders and keys, eCLIQ doesn't limit to cylinder itself. If you see the last point mentioned, you can have eCLIQ on cabinet locks, on elevator locks, you can have eCLIQ on padlocks and any other outdoor access locking elements or locking systems. So this is what eCLIQ provides. To go in depth or to check the specifications of the eCLIQ key and the cylinder, let's first talk about the structure itself as to what eCLIQ involves. So as you can see on the left-hand side, you have a cylinder where you have an electronic chip in it. This is AES encryption standard, so advanced encryption standard, which is highly secure, used in many defense installations as well across US. The same applies in Germany and many other countries as well. So it is highly secure encryption standard when it comes to electronic locking systems. And on the right-hand side, you see the key, which is an eCLIQ key. This key operates the cylinder. Like I said, it's a battery-operated key, and the battery or the power actually is in the key itself. So it's a compact, programmable, reversible, waterproof key with an LED and sound indication as well. So as soon as you insert the key in the lock or in the cylinder, you will see whether you have access by the green flashes, or you won't have, you will see a red light flashing saying you haven't got access to the cylinder and the lock won't operate. So everything that you see on the screen is all programmable. You have different devices to connect the keys and the locks to the PC so that any message or any uh, feedback from the software can be sent over to these devices or locks and keys, and you can make any alterations that you need. Just to go in depth about the key itself, I've kind of mentioned some points on this. So it's a compact, programmable, reversible, waterproof key with LED function, rapid processing speed. So you won't even notice that you're working with an electronic lock. As soon as you insert the key in, there will be an exchange of transformation of messages saying, yes, you have access, or no, you don't have access, and straight away you can open the door or the lock. You have optical and acoustic signaling for access entitlements, time zones, and the battery status as well can be checked when you connect the key to the software using the programming devices. It's again IP67 rated, which is quite good. So even if you drop it in a puddle of water and take it out, you can still operate a lock. That's how good the eCLIQ keys are. The standard battery is a 2032 that goes in the keys. And again, the operation cycles you're looking at 30,000 in approximately 3 years. This is a bit of a specification or in-depth knowledge about the eCLIQ cylinder itself. Like I said, it's purely electronic, no mechanical combination involved at all. Integrated microchip for storage of locking authorizations and event logs. Maintenance free for up to 200,000 cycles. High protection against manipulation. And the temperature ranges, like you see, it's minus 25 to plus 85 degrees Celsius. So it's quite durable and very rugged as well. This is what I mentioned earlier. When we talk about eCLIQ, although I've been showing cylinders or images of cylinders, it doesn't limit the eCLIQ offering. As you can see on the top right-hand side, there is a padlock. We have a key and turn cylinder. We have filing cabinet locks. We have the machine locks, alarm locks, like the cylinders that go on alarm systems. You have cam locks to lock cabinets. So the offering is limitless within the eCLIQ range. And you can have cylinders and padlocks and whatever you can think of a locking device, it will be available within eCLIQ. That was eCLIQ. Now, quickly talking about another offering that Mul-T-Lock has. It is called a Tracker 21. So this is your posh cabinet, if you think about, or a posh key safe. I'm saying posh, but it has its own advantages when relating to the word posh. So imagine a mechanical key safe where you have a key to operate the safe or a digital keypad. So instead of that, all this is electronic. So you have an electronic display where a user will type in his or her PIN number. And once the PIN number is entered, the door, as you can see on the image, opens up. When the door opens, you then have all these key offerings or key tags that are embedded within the unit itself. The reason it's called 21 is because you have 21 key slots as soon as the door is opened. And depending on which user operated the door, it will then show on the display, as you can see on the black part of the unit itself. Some keys will have a green light and some will have a red light. Anything with a green light means that the user is authorized to take the tag off the slot. So all they will have to do then is press the relevant number on the display. For example, if I want to take a bunch of keys or a slot of key from number 14, All I'll have to do is press number 14 on the display on the top of the unit, and it will then release that bunch of keys or the key tag, which is in slot number 14, and I can pull it out. There could be instances that I'm pressing number 15 where I'm not authorized to take the key bunch out. It will then securely keep it locked. So it will just give a red flash saying, no, you're not authorized to take this key bunch out of the unit. In addition to that, there is a USB port as well on the unit, and you can connect a USB device and download audit trails as well. So you can check as to who had accessed the unit at what time of the day and which keys have they taken out, and these keys that they've taken out, have they been brought back to the unit, and at what time and which day of the week that was brought back. So you can download all this information to a USB stick, take the USB stick, connect it to a PC, and you can download the Excel version of the audit trail for Tracker 21 unit itself. So there are major advantages of this one. So if you have a key authorization setup or a key authorization section at the reception, instead of you relying on a receptionist, you can actually physically walk to this unit and type in your PIN number, or it could be your employee code that can be registered. And as soon as you type it, the door opens and you punch in the slot number that you want to take the key from. And when you press the button on that number, you can pull the key out and off you go. You can have access to whichever door the key bunch will have keys to. So this is what is a Tracker 21 unit and Tracker 21 offering. We then come to the mechanical side of Mul-T-Lock. Although I'm only showing the most recent invention of Mul-T-Lock, which is again very revolutionary considering the times we are at. These are the new mechanical keys which are antibacterial. So the green color indicates that these keys are highly secure and they're antibacterial keys. These keys are available within all of the Mul-T-Lock offerings or Mul-T-Lock product ranges. As you can see, these are available on MTL 300, which is our newest platform, MTL 800, MTL 600, MTL 500, 400, and we will soon be launching a new platform as well soon this year actually and it is called MTL 200. So this is the recent invention or introduction into the Mul-T-Lock portfolio. These keys operate a wide range of Mul-T-Lock mechanical products. Obviously, I'm not showing those today, but that'll take me a long time to actually discuss just the mechanical product ranges that Mul-T-Lock has to offer. But this is what we offer today, or this is what the seminar is today. I hope you enjoyed the session. Obviously, these are just giving you an introduction, or this seminar is just giving you an introduction as to what is there. I haven't gone in depth to the softwares that are available with eCLIQ, softwares that are available with SMARTair, the way you can operate, the way you can administer. So there is a lot that we can offer. As you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, we've got all our contact details there. So you can contact us on our office number, which is 01902 364 200 to get more information. Or you can visit our website, which is multilock.co.uk. At the same time, you can feel free to drop in an email to any of the below email addresses. The ones that I've listed there are internal sales at multilock.co.uk, tech support at multilock.co.uk, training at multilock.co.uk. And then if you need any marketing literature or if you need any brochures or more information about the product offerings that we have, then you can email to marketing@multilock.co.uk as well. I hope you enjoyed the session and thank you for joining us. Have a great day. Bye.